Today, I'm going to reveal a digital product that's fun, super easy to create, and can generate consistent sales on Etsy with barely any competition. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one because I'll show you how to turn a simple idea into a product that you can sell over and over again. But before we dive in, don't forget to grab my amazing 29-page Ultimate Goal Planner template. It is free for you to edit and use within your business, whether you sell on Etsy, your own website, or anywhere else in between. Make sure you download that from the description below. Okay, so the product we're going to be creating today is a one-page printable, and it is known as Icebreaker Bingo. Now, this Icebreaker Bingo idea is a fun twist on the classic bingo game, but it's basically designed to help people break the ice, whatever event they are at or whatever situation they're in. It could be a party, it could be a wedding, it could be an office icebreaker. I have spoken about this product in previous videos, but we are going to be creating it today. It is great for team building events, classrooms, and everywhere else that you can think of that people are meeting each other for the first time. It's a great way to get people talking and having fun. So when I am uncovering niches and validating niche ideas, there are some things I like to look at. I initially like to look and see how many results there are showing up in Etsy. Now, as we can see, there are over 1,000 results here, but we're going to use some tools that can help us get a more clearer understanding as to exactly how many results there are. The other thing I like to see are popular now badges and other signals such as bestseller badges. We are seeing loads of those on this first page, so many. What this is telling me is that people are actively buying in this niche. They're searching for these types of products to use at their events, which is a great second signal. So next what we'll do is we'll open up a couple and see if there's anything else we can find out about this niche. So the first one I've opened up is a get to know you bingo, and it is basically a bingo type template that has various find someone who questions that someone would use within that event. So things such as find someone who was born in July, or who has pierced ears, or who loves to read. This is a really great way of starting up conversation amongst people who are just meeting for the first time. So this particular product is a bestseller, and it is in 20 plus baskets. So it is very, very popular. There are also over 100 reviews letting us know that sales are actively being made on this product. Moving on, we have a Mingle Bingo template, and again, find someone who, and then it just has those same types of prompts, questions that would be asked, such as find someone who is left-handed, plays guitar, has the same hobby as you. As you can see, this is just a one-page printable, and it's going to be really simple for us to put together, and I'm going to show you exactly how. Moving on, we have a find a guest bingo. It appears that this is for maybe a wedding or a bridal shower. And again, it is the same premise. It's just those questions that you would ask people who are at that bridal shower or that wedding, but it is wedding focused. And this one is a different take on it. It's a find a co-worker who, so this is aimed at offices and, office-based events. Again, same types of questions, but it is just being repurposed for that office event. So this one is another Mingle Bingo. It is getting to know your classmates. So it's school themed, classroom themed. And as you can see, we've seen quite a few variations of this Icebreaker Bingo type product. We've seen ones aimed at bridal showers, weddings, offices, and now we've seen classmates. This is really showing us that it's a popular niche across the board, and it can really be repurposed. Once you've made that template, you can repurpose it to various different events and situations. And it's just a really engaging product, no matter the age. As we can see, this is in 16 baskets. And as we can see by the reviews, sales are being made of this product. So in order to get more of an idea of how much people could be possibly selling within this niche, I am using a really cool tool called Everbee. And let me show you how I use it now. So I would type in my keyword here, and then I have done that initial research, just seeing how many bestsellers there are and things like that. Then I will click over to the left, click Product Analytics, and then it's going to analyze that keyword and the first page of Etsy, or however many pages I wish it to. So I'm going to click Search Entire Database, and then that's just going to go through the entire Etsy database and bring us back some numbers. So first, it's saying that there are 2,609 listings for this Icebreaker Bingo product. That is a really low number, especially that there are so many hundreds of thousands of products being sold on Etsy. printable products, digital products. So the lower number we can find here, the better. It just means there's less competition. The other thing I like to look at is to sort by monthly revenue. That just gives me an idea as to how much other sellers are making within this niche. So we've seen this is the monthly revenues over $611 for this Find the Guest bingo. So if we just click into that, we can see this one's in 9 baskets. It is an Etsy's pick, and we can just do some further analysis. This is a great place to look. So we've seen the estimated monthly revenue. We can see the estimated monthly revenue is over $600. They've had over 2,000 total sales, and it gives us the views, favorites, and reviews and things like that. It also lets us know the tags that are being used, which is really helpful when we are creating our own listing. So imagine this is just for a 1-page printable, and they are making several $100s just for this one aimed at weddings. Going back to that product analytics page, it's a great place to actually look for other complementary ideas. So if we open up any of these, we see Decades of Hits bingo card. So this is like a music type of bingo card. We've got R&B soul pop songs bingo card. Again, something I would never have thought of. And if we're looking at the keywords, it's great for a retirement party or grandparents kind of celebration, senior parties and things like that. Again, really great place to look for additional product ideas. We've also got a family reunion activity pack. Again, this would be great to repurpose that icebreaker into a family reunion icebreaker type product. So as we can see, Icebreaker Bingo is very popular across various different niches and targeting various different audiences. So now that I have given you some more insight into this niche, let's jump over to Canva and create this now. So here we are over in Canva. We are just going to click custom size, and we are going to change that to inches. And then it's going to be standard US letter size, which is 8.5 width by 11 inches height, and then create new design. So I'm going to just show you how easy this is in a few clicks to build a bingo card like this with those icebreaker questions. No need for fancy tools. This Canva is going to make it just drag and drop simple to make something eye-catching, and that once you've made that template, it's a one-time effort that will keep paying off with every single sale, which is what we all like, that passive income that will just sell when we sleep. So I've typed in table, and we've got various options here. I'm going to click this one, and it's going to bring it over to our artboard here. So for this particular bingo game, I want 5 across and 5 down. So I'm just going to right click on this grid, and it's going to give me the option to add columns and add rows. I'm going to add a column. So we've got 4 columns now. I'm just going to right click again. I'm going to add an additional column, and then I'm going to right click again, and I'm going to add an additional row as well. So we've got our 5 across and our 5 down. So now I'm just going to stretch this out across the page. I'm just going to make sure that it's within the margins. So just to make it a bit smaller, and then bring it down a bit. And as you can see, it has made each box equally spaced. I might make it slightly bigger, and then we'll put our title at the top. So we have got our bingo grid. For this one, I think we will do a bridal shower. So what we'll put is we will initially do our free space. So I'm just going to find just going to type in bridal in elements, going to make sure the graphics are free. And then this is quite nice. So you could either make it a black and white template or a color template. I'm going to make it a color template because I just think it just looks prettier. So I put that, and that's the free space in the middle. Now let's put in our title. So I'm going to click T for text, make it bigger, bring it to the top, center it up, and I'm going to type in find the guest. And then I'm going to copy that. So Control C, and then paste, Control V, and I'm just going to type in bingo. Again, I'm going to position it to the center. I'm going to make this a bit bigger as well and position it to the center. Next, I will click T for text again, and I'm just going to create some really simple instructions. Find someone who matches the description in the boxes below. The first to get to match 5 in a row and shout bingo wins. So I'll make this a bit smaller. I'll bring this up a bit and that. And then position it all in the center. For each box, I'm going to add a line, and that's where the person's name will be written. So I'm going to click away, and I'm going to click L for line. I am going to make the line weight 1, and then I'm just going to extend so that it fits nicely in the box. So now I'm going to click copy, and I'm going to paste, and I'm just going to now arrange these. So I'm copying and pasting into each box. So what I'll do now is I will lock this grid, this table in place, and then it just means that I can copy these lines. I'm going to group them, and then I'm going to click Control C, copy them, and then paste them. And it just allows me to easily just put it into place. And then I'm going to paste another set, bring it down into this set of boxes. And then I'm going to paste again, bring it down into these boxes, and then paste again. And bring it down. I'm going to ungroup this one so that I can delete this line here because that's not needed. And so now we have our lines that the user will then put the name of the person who they find. So now we're just going to almost finish up by putting in each description. So now I'm going to just click into this box here, and we're going to create description. And here we could either create the descriptions ourselves, or we could use an AI tool such as ChatGPT, which is what I'm going to do now. So here we are over in ChatGPT. I am using the paid version, but this is quite easily done using the free version as well. And I'm just going to say, I am creating an Icebreaker bingo game and need 25 different find someone who's. And as you can see, like magic, it is coming back with 25 different ideas for this Icebreaker bingo game really easily. Obviously, like I said, we could do it ourselves. We could come up with them ourselves quite easily. But in my mind, when I'm creating products, I create lots of different products every single day. And I just need anything that is going to help me to streamline my product creation process. And using something like ChatGPT to do this for us is just going to shave off that time. Time is money, and I want to invest my time wisely. And hopefully you do too. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to copy this one. We're going to come back. We're going to unlock this table so that we can manipulate it if need be. And then we're going to just paste it into this. And then we're going to make that text a bit smaller and remove the bold. So we've got our first one there. Now let's go back to ChatGPT and copy the next one and put it in this box. Okay. And so on and so forth. So I'm just going to pause the video as I put these in. All I need to do is just reduce the sizing of the lettering and just remove the bold. That's all we're doing. But other than that, we're just copying and pasting into each box. So I will come back shortly when I have finished. This should only take a couple of minutes. So I am back. I've almost finished, but there are a couple that I didn't want to use. So I'm going back to ChatGPT, and I'm just going to ask it, please give me 10 more. So, and like magic, we have 10 more that we can use. So I'm going to continue creating this bingo card now, and I will be back when I'm finished. So I am back. We have all our different descriptions in here. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to change up some of the fonts to make them really pretty and add some additional elements to it as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is I would like a kind of scripty handwritten calligraphy font. I see that that is really popular amongst bridal showers and wedding type designs. So I am just going to click over here, handwriting, and we will then just have a little look and see if there's any really nice handwriting fonts that we can use. I quite like this one. I think that's lovely. So that is really nice. I'm just going to make it a bit bigger. Make sure it's positioned in the center. And then the bingo, I kind of just want it to be a bold font. So I'm just going to go for headings and just see if there is a bold font that has a bit of interest. So that's quite nice. And now I'm just going to increase the letter spacing of the bingo words. And then we can bring this in a bit, reduce the line spacing a bit, and then reduce the actual font size too. Now what I will do is just add, I think I'm going to go for some really cute floral elements to just decorate the border. So I'm going for floral, and then we're going to make sure it's free and then see all. And then I will have a look through some of the florals. So I quite like this one that is kind of based, it's quite a corner base border. So I'm just making it a bit smaller there. And sometimes when you find a floral design that you like, you can click I over here. So you click the element there, click I, and then it will sometimes give you the option to see more like this or view the collection. What we really like is to view the collection, because then it's generally a whole set of other florals that are in this same type of style. But we can see more than this, see more like this, and see if there's anything else that we can use. This is really nice, and I think it is in the same theming, so that's great. So what we might do is bring all of this down slightly so that we can then make a really pretty border. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that slightly smaller. Copy it, paste it, and just really easy and quickly make that border that we will then use. Now I'm going to take this corner one, I'm going to copy that, paste that, and then I'm going to flip it horizontally so then it fits perfectly in that corner over here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just highlight all of these, group them, copy them, then paste, and then I'm going to just turn them around, bring it down to the bottom, arrange it nicely, and how pretty is that? And the beauty of something like this, especially for if it's bridal themed or wedding themed, is that, I mean, everyone has different color schemes that they want for their bridal shower, for their wedding day. So all you would do is use this same template, but just swap out maybe these pink florals for blue florals or purple, depending on what someone is looking for. And that's a really great way of really niching down, getting into those micro niches that people might not be creating products in. You could create maybe 10 of these, all with different florals, and have 10 different products that can sell really easily on Etsy. So we have come to the end of this video. I hope you got a lot of value from this. As you can see, it was really easy, really fun to put something like this together. And the scope for creating stuff like this for various different niches is just almost never ending. So I hope you followed along. If you have any questions, please leave them in the description below. And until next time, all the very best.